Hi guys, and welcome to a new video on Sonal's Life. So as you can tell from the title of this video, I don't really know what's going to happen here. New Japan has announced their lineups for World Tag League and Super Junior Tag League, so obviously I'm going to be back with a preview. However, I am unsure whether this will be one video or two, depending on how much detail I go into each team. So if there are two videos with two same outfits, two same hair, is because I have decided that there is a need for two videos rather than one, and I've split them. So I guess we'll start with the Super Junior Tag League because I love the junior heavyweights. Now, I'm not to brag or anything, but this is an extremely strong lineup. As we know from like Best of Super Junior and and the G1, with less restrictions in Japan, more talent is coming, and that is exactly the same here. So obviously we're going to start with the junior champions, so the Empires, TJP and Francesco Akira. They have had, I think, 2 successful defenses now. Phenomenal team. So they are very contrasting in every way. So TJP is a veteran, I think 20 years in the industry. Akira is very young, he's younger than me. Similarly with their styles, TJP is more mat-based, Akira is a lot more unpredictable. But I think it worked. They balance each other out and they are a very good team considering, compared to some of the other teams that we've got in New Japan, very inexperienced working together. I guess, like I said in my faction video, the Empire is so strong. They're almost becoming like a second LIJ with the fact that they can team so well together. Does that make sense? Yeah. As champions, they've got a massive target on their back because no matter if you win or lose, if you get a pin over the tag champions, if they for some reason retain at Wrestle Kingdom, then the team that beats them automatically has a shot at the titles. But I feel like if anyone can break this curse of Super Junior Tag League, the Junior Championship, the Empire can, because they are very strong at the moment. So yeah, I guess front runners for many people. Are they my pick? You'll have to find out. The second team, so I'm going in order here compared to what is on it. It's an odd team, okay? So you know how much of a fan I am of Roppongi 3K. I was of Roppongi 3K. And Yo has been up and down since Show betrayed him and went to House of Torture. That's second to more Roppongi 3K. So I was surprised after the show in America when Yo came backstage with Rocky and was like, I've got a partner for Super Junior Tag League and it's Lio Rush. I don't think they've ever tagged or faced each other before. Correct me if I'm wrong. And it's a bit weird. There's nothing to do with the language, right? They're very different people. Lio Rush has had a very iffy past with pro wrestling, not the most consistent person. Whereas Yo has always had this heart and soul with New Japan, but maybe hasn't had the results. However, could this maybe contrasting personality of Lio Rush with Yo give him that motivation he needs to get back into New Japan? Because compared to the rest of the junior division, he's not been as consistent. We've not seen him in as many tours, especially after the whole debacle with the Never 6-man titles. So, I don't know. I feel like if I vote for this team, it is purely for Yo. But I think it's going to be exciting. 2 very contrasting styles, personalities, something new. And I think that is basically what this tournament is. A series of new teams being put together to showcase just how good the junior division is. Again, I hope they do well for the sake of Show. For the sake of Yo. But I don't know. It depends on how much they're going to invest into Lio Rush and how well they do. From the brand new team to a fairly new team, we have, obviously as expected, the Los Ingobernables de Japón duo of Titan and Bushi. With Hiromu preoccupied with the Chaotic R's 4-man tag we're going to expect. Not the 4-man tag, the 4-man 4-way match for the junior title at Wrestle Kingdom. We needed a new junior team, and that was Titan and Bushi. Obviously, they lost their title match against the Empire earlier on. That could go 2 ways. They could either have so much more momentum and sort of this desire to win, or it could break them and they could go on a rocky stage. We know what Bushi is like. He's normally the fall guy. Similarly, in tournaments, he can either start really well and do really badly at the end, or start really badly and then do really well and impact a lot of people's tournaments. I don't know how this is going to go because, like I said, in their first match teaming together, there was some mistakes going on, but I feel they're just going to get stronger and it's going to be time for Titan to show what he can really do as a proper member of the New Japan roster, rather than just someone from CMLL who comes for tournaments and Fantastica Mania and things like that. We then have Bullet Club representation, and obviously we're going to count them differently from House of Torture. We have a very interesting team of Chris Bay, and Ace Austin. So we all loved Ace Austin back in the Best of Super Junior early in the year, until he turned and then decided to join Bullet Club. Similarly with Chris Bay, we've not seen him in Japan, but he has been doing a lot for Strong, and obviously he's an Impact and things, and that's how these two know each other. Very strong team. I don't know what to expect. Like, when it comes to Bullet Club, normally expect shenanigans, but Ace Austin and Chris Bay are both very good athletes. So, I mean, it's tailored too hard for Bullet Club. You could either get like a wrestling masterpiece, or you could just get cheating. I hope it is the first option, because I've watched both guys. I've watched Chris Bay for years. Similarly with Ace Austin, I've been watching him more recently. He's an amazing athlete, both of them are. So come on, why don't you give us something good? Give us some good Bullet Club for once. Yeah? That's all I ask. And from the cheaters, I'm trying to do this with as amazing transitions as possible, as you can see. So from the cheaters to the best of the best, Flying Tigers have returned. We have got the team of Robbie Eagles and Tiger Mask back. What else can you want? Robbie Eagles, I missed him. Robbie Eagles is a truly phenomenal athlete. I love watching him in the ring. And similarly with Tiger Mask, one of the veterans, amazing guy. Now, you could be saying, but Sonal, isn't Tiger Mask going to be the fall guy? Have you ever seen a salty Tiger Mask? Tiger Mask hasn't been doing much recently in New Japan. Definitely not in the title picture. So you can bet that he's going to be out there to beat some arse up. And I think even if they maybe don't get the win for the whole tournament, they possibly could pin the tag champions. They could also be a big spoiler for some people. Remember, it's single block tournament. Every point counts, and a single loss from Flying Tiger could literally be enough to ruin someone's tournament. And I can imagine Robbie, he will definitely be out there to ruin some Bullet Club hearts. So, I also really love the team. I think it's nice to have two veterans, because Robbie and Tiger Mask between them have decades of experience. So you can't really complain about it. We then have the House of Torture. Show is teamed with Dick Togo. I don't know what you want from this. Show used to be amazing. He was with Pongi 3K. They won 3 tag leagues, endless championships. Can I just part? This is the team I'm least looking forward to, because there's going to be a hell of a lot of cheating. If they win the tag league, I'm gonna throw this vote out the window. I'm gonna quit. Okay, don't hold me to that. I'm not. But yeah, you can expect cheating from them. There won't be technical masterpieces, but I hope people put them in the place. Yo, specifically, Robbie Eagles, everyone who's ever been hurt by the Bullet Club. That's all I can say for that. We then have a really random pairing. We'll have to read the name. Wild Hips is the team of Ryusuke Taguchi and Clark Connors. So obviously, former Young Lion, the funky weapon. On the surface, it doesn't seem like it works. Taguchi is the fun, funky weapon. We'll probably see some underwear. Then, since coming back, Clark Connors has truly shined, but has a lot more serious side to him. But I think this team is going to work. Taguchi is literally a tag team veteran. He has won countless tag team championships. He has been in countless World Super Junior tag leagues with probably nearly as many different partners as Rocky Romero. Because obviously with Wato now doing Wrestle Kingdom, he needed a partner, and that was Clark Connors. I think, and I say this for long, they could be a hidden card, because remember, Clark Connors is not a young lion anymore. He has picked up some big wins. He has made a huge impact. And you know what? It'd be nice to see Taguchi at Wrestle Kingdom, because I feel like he's always stuck in these never 6-man tag matches. Give him a title shot. Bring back the 6 and 9. I still miss his team with Wato. We then have Suzuki-gun. We are represented by only one Suzuki-gun team, because Despy is obviously, again, title match, the 4-way, that sort of cuts down the amount of teams we can have within New Japan. So we have Kanemaru and Doki. What could you want more? Now, a spoiler alert, I'm going to say this. This is the team I want to win. You know I have such a soft spot for Suzuki-gun. In my heart, they are my favourite faction. Similarly, Kanemaru is one of the best, most underrated athletes in New Japan. I think, is it him and Despy who have like the longest single reign of a junior title? I mean, I think he maybe just doesn't want the singles title, but when it comes to tag wrestling, you cannot beat Kanemaru. He works effortlessly with his partners. He's one of the fastest, most quick-witted people ever. And Doki, you know how much I love Doki, and he has been constantly improving. Like when he first debuted a few years ago, I know it seems like forever, doesn't it? He was picking up pins left, right and centre. Now he's getting some substantial wins. He's got the support of the crowd. So Suzuki-gun, Ichiban, let's see that. Like, it's going to be phenomenal. Like, they are two amazing wrestlers. Together, I feel like they're also just going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be good. We then have the final two teams. Yeah, final two teams. So Kushida, after his illness, he's finally making, I guess, his proper return to New Japan. And he is teaming with Young Lion from the LA Dojo, Kevin Knight. I guess you could be like, oh, well, if Kushida's returning, shouldn't you give him something big to do? I think this is the perfect combination. Kushida, the veteran, not just now in New Japan, but in America, in WWE, is the perfect person to give his knowledge to Kevin Knight. Because not only is Kushida an amazing singles wrestler, he's an amazing tag wrestler. He has won countless tag championships with some of the best guys in the world. And I think, yeah, this team's not going to win. Like, Kevin Knight is probably going to get pinned in every single match. Because that is the predictability, but also sort of the system of Young Lions in New Japan. But it'd be nice for Japanese crowds to see Kevin Knight, because I think this is his Japanese debut. Don't hold me on that. And yeah, it's always going to be nice to see Kushida back in tournaments, because it just feels like he's really home. And we are ending with probably the most random, but the team I'm most excited about. El Lindemann, so GLEAT's Strong Hearts, with Alex Zane, you know, the one that everyone's obsessed with, but still I'm not sure if he's a junior heavyweight. So at first I was like, wait, have they been teaming with each other for anything other than Best of Super Junior? I was wrong. My research proved me that they have actually wrestled with each other several times as part of, is it OVE? Give me a sec. OWE, the promotion that Strong Hearts is predominantly in. And he has teamed with GLEAT and Strong Hearts several times. Now, this team is exciting to me because of the unpredictability. So, if anyone doesn't know El Lindemann and you didn't watch him in the Best of Super Junior and you've not seen him in DDT and you've not seen him in OWE, he is fucking nuts. He's basically like Hiromu Takahashi, just much smaller and much more compact. Similarly with Alex Zane, he has this strength, speed, and together as a team, I think I said this was they could literally be the team that shocks everyone and wins. Because they have championships between them, they have experience between them, but they also have this like unrivaled energy that is just going to confuse a lot of them. Because although they've teamed as maybe like multi-man and in other promotions, this is the first time it's just the two of them. I'm excited for them. This is going to be, can you not tell this is going to be an amazing tournament? Some matches that I'm looking forward to. As much as I hate House of Torture, Yo and Leo Rush versus Dick Togo and Show. My boy Yo needs to get his retribution. Similarly, interfaction matches. So when we've got things like House of Torture versus Bullet Club, that'll be interesting. Why am I completely lost? I'm like, what other teams are there that interfaction? So like Clark Connors and Taguchi versus Flying Tigers. Similarly, because they've all teamed together. Let's have a look. I'm having a look now. I'm actually really looking forward to Suzuki-gun versus Ace Austin and Chris Bay. Two heel teams who can wrestle, because we don't include House of Torture in that. They will be very interesting to see how they interact. Because you'll have, on one hand, you probably will have some cheating from the Bullet Club. However, we know Kanemaru, he can end a match in less than 5 minutes because he has got the wit to out-cheat a cheater. Exactly. And I also think, because they've impressed me so much, Francesco Akira and TJP are going to have some standout matches. As I've told you, my picks to win, Suzuki-gun. I feel like it's been far too long with them not holding the titles, and Doki is at a place, I think, in his New Japan career that it's time for a tag championship shot. And I think they could actually win it and then go on to win at Wrestle Kingdom. That's my fingers crossed. Now, I've realised that maybe let's do 2 short videos, so I'm going to end this here. this will be my Super Junior Tag League video. And make sure to wait in a few days and I will be posting my World Tag League one. It's time for your regular Talk to Me section. Let me know what you think of this year's tournament, the teams involved. Who do you think is going to win? And which matches are standing out to you even before it started? Let me know in the comments. Talk to me on social media at wrestling_chat. And while you're there, hit like, subscribe, and share the video with your friends because I'm going to be a broken record. Wrestle Kingdom is coming up. It's a busy time. I'm going to be back with probably as many videos that you don't want as I can. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you very soon. Bye!